Design Services Vocational Manager at Oak Hill, and I have in my hand a package of locator dots. This is some orange locator dots, but they come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. And what I would like to do is tell you about how I use them around my kitchen. And a locator dot can be peeled off the adhesive here, and it's very small, but the point of a locator dot is to use it somewhere where you would want to locate something without having to use your vision. So I have difficulty with my dishwasher because there's no dial and there's no pointer on the dial, it's just a touch panel. So what I did was I took some locator dots and put them on the cycles that I use most. So if I were going to attempt to try to operate this dishwasher without locator dots on the control panel, it would be almost impossible unless I had a magnifying glass. But with my vision loss, even a magnifying glass would help me, but it would still be very difficult. So for example, if I'm trying to read any of these items, it's really almost impossible, even at this level. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a locator dot on the start button. Located the start button on my dishwasher, and I'm just going to stick a dot right there where it would be. So now if I were going to use the dishwasher, there would be dishes in it, there would be soap in it. I know that there's a dot on my normal. So I've just touched normal, it beeped. I know that I'm going to do the normal cycle because there's a dot right below that. And then over here, there's something for heat, which I don't like. And I can actually see that, so I'm going to stop that from happening. And then if I wanted to begin, I would press that and it would start. So I've just successfully turned on my dishwasher by using locator dots, because I always use the normal cycle, and then I just have a dot here on start. So now the dishwasher is running and my dishes are getting washed. And here we have my stove, and I would like to show you how I could use locator dots to operate the burners on the top of the stove. So on the left side, the first knob operates the front burner, the front left burner, which is the one I use most often. And if I want to cook something on high, it's fairly easy to do that because when I turn the knob to the right, the first position is high and it clicks. But all the rest of the temperatures do not. So this can be very confusing for someone. So if I knew that I wanted to cook something on medium, I've turned the dial halfway around to the 6 o'clock position, but there's nothing down there to indicate that that's medium. So what I could do is, to help myself quickly locate that, I could take a locator dot and I could put it right below where that medium thing is located. And I would put that right about there on the stove. So now I can operate my stove and successfully turn the knob to medium because I've got a dot here. So I'm going to take this pointer and turn it halfway. And now if I line the pointer up with the dot, that's going to be medium heat. And I could put dots, maybe I would want one here at the 9 o'clock position at low, or maybe opposite at 3 o'clock, which might be like a medium high. So any place that I need to be able to quickly get my temperature, I could do that. If I wanted to set my oven temperature, this could be challenging because the knob that controls that it clicks once for, I don't know what that temperature was, but I have to turn this knob to get the display to a temperature that works for me. So now this can be dangerous for people because if there's anything cooking, a person could be burned. So it looks like that's the 350 position, but what's interesting about that is it's not a straight 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock. It's sort of almost like 4 o'clock. So to make my life easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dot right there so that I will not have to bend forward and potentially burn myself if I want to set my oven to 350. So we're going to stick a dot right, just want to make sure that I had it lined up as best I can. These dots are sticky, so it's a little hard to get them. So I'm thinking that right about there would be the 350. So there we go. Now I'm going to turn this off and see if that says it's 350, if I get it lined right up like that. Probably close enough.
Yeah.
And there we go. So, and often things that have to be cooked seems to be everything is 350. Not everything, but most things.